Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
Legends Only.
My name is T. Kyle,
And I'm Bradley.
and this is your weekly pop culture podcast where we talk about
Legends Only.
some of them have elevated to legend status after last week.
Oh.
Yes, I have statements to make,
Proclamations?
declarations,
Decrees?
the Declaration of Slay Dependence, the Declaration of Cavant. Yes.
I'm excited to hear what this is.
Well, everyone, as always, year after year, we are always 1 week late to every live Sunday night event.
You'd think we would switch things around by now, but nope.
Whatever.
This is the way we do it.
Everyone, not everyone, but like half of our listeners are on delay.
Yes.
Most of them are like, oh, I'm still listening to the Legends Only Awards.
Right.
Great.
Right.
See you soon.
Exactly.
It's fine.
It's in the queue.
Yeah.
Oh, the queue shut down. It's in Balcone.
Oh, the queue did shut down.
Yes.
And it's already reopened.
Oh, what is it now?
They flipped it in like 72 hours.
Incredible.
I was like, wow.
Is it still a gay bar?
It looks,
Oh,
I don't know.
judging it by its appearance.
I am.
Really controversial.
It's something like not sponsored. Mr. Henry or like Sir Henry. I don't know. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it sounds a little
sure.
gay.
Yeah. We can walk by it later.
Yeah, let's go.
It's brand new. They opened last night. I was walking to the subway and I was like, oh.
Okay, Mr. Henry.
If those walls could talk.
They've seen and felt too much.
Oh. Anyway,
Hmm.
the Grammys were last week
They were.
and the dust has sort of settled.
Yeah, the dust from who dropped their Grammy? Did someone drop what theirs this year? Maybe
I don't
not.
know.
I don't know. Yes, the dust has settled.
The rain.
The
Has it dried up yet?
The ratings were up.
And you know what? I say good for them because
Good for them.
deserved.
Deserved. Loved the setup. Loved the show. Women forward. It was all ladies.
Yeah. The girls.
Look what happens when
you
just
honor
have-
talent.
Yes.
Exactly.
Girls winning everything. Girls dominating the audience who run the world. Yeah.
I thought it was a good show overall.
I thought so too.
Very well done.
Yeah.
My only gripe was the commercials were so long.
Commercials were long.
But, you know, they got to pay for it somehow.
Trevor rambled a little. He did a good job, and he does a good job at this gig. He's done it like 4 years now. But some of it was a little rambling. Like, we could have, if you're going to cut off our legends, like, then just take some of his bits out.
Yeah.
You know?
Know what my question is?
Mm.
Was he stalling because the rain, now that like all the behind the scenes videos have been like popping
Yeah,
up,
the flooding.
it was torrential downpour.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder if Mariah or someone who was like presenter at the top of the show was stuck.
It's possible.
And
I
they're
mean,
like-
Miley said she didn't think she was going to make it.
Oh,
A lot of them said that. So, yeah, the girls, there's not enough greats, and whatever system is
Noah's
needed.
Ark.
No.
2 legends from every genre. We allow them in.
Just 2 rats and 2 Grammys on a ship.
Ariana and Lady Gaga.
But we would like to shout out also the stage design, which it's giving Renaissance. It was very
Wow.
golden, but like Renaissance-y. And I was living for the giant projection of Mariah's entire career when she stepped
Yep.
out. It was like
I did love the key art
retrospective. The key art.
across the
Mhm.
screen.
Yes. Very good, I thought, all around. And yeah, we'll get into the actual events of the night. as
Yeah.
well. Mhm. Well, we had some winners, but I will say, for the most part, and we'll get to this perhaps maybe more in the after show, I liked the distribution. I felt like we got to see a lot more people winning than. I don't like the clean sweep, no matter if I like them or not. When Billie stormed I think she got the Big Four one year, it was like, okay. Even if I loved that album, it just gets like, I feel like there should be some sort of limit almost, because it's like, I like to see a lot of different
Variety.
artists win. Yeah. But that's for the most part kind of what happened that night,
I agree.
which was cool to see. I mean, SZA getting her first and running late. Shocking that, she wasn't there on crutches or whatever other situation was going on. But having that moment with Lizzo coming up together, talking about performing at the Red Bull tour in 2013 to small rooms was like very cool and inspiring.
And that outfit
oh
on
yeah,
SZA.
yeah.
Know what it reminded me of?
What?
The Britney Dream Within a Dream cat suit that has like almost like the what's it called when they not take a cheese grater, like sandpaper.
Oh, yeah, distressed.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
A former alumni of the Fashion Institute of Technology here.
Well, and I've been to one fashion event this year, so now I know.
That Zara outfit.
That Zara top. Yeah, so she looked great and had her performance that was giving Kill Bill. Literally, they kind of channeled the actual movie a little bit.
Oh,
So
that was a little scary.
it was a little scary.
I think I saw one sword go flying on the stage.
Yes, that's true. Yes. We had performances we had the opening number from Miss Peep, debut of training season, which none of us had heard before, which is a risk.
Okay, Brittany at the VMAs.
Uh-huh. Giving Circus Germany at the Bambi Awards.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I was nervous for Hands and Feet.
Yeah, she didn't bonk her head
She bonked
at
her
one
head.
point. It's fine.
But that was like one finger under that contraption, and it's over for whoever it is. So luckily, I don't think there was any injuries like that. But
the mirror thing in the back too.
Ooh, very good.
2000s Brittany.
Yes.
If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you have the lenses that we have.
Yes.
But
the Britney goggles.
That mirror thing in the back was
Yes.
like an amplified modern version of that little like eggshell that she had that she was spinning in.
Yeah. Yeah. She did training season she sang one line of Dance Tonight, which was kind of a gag, and then into Houdini.
Yeah, she's retiring Dance Tonight, I feel.
Yes, that was her goodbye. Once again, I just feel like we've come such a long way with her from the days of her being mocked in these memes. I think, she's put the work in and it shows, and she's giving us fun pop girl energy, and it was a fun way to start the show for sure. And we got a taste of the new song, which I think comes out in a few days. Soon. A Valentine's Day gift.
Oh.
Yes, because training season's over. So now the real men have to step up.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm still not hearing the new sound yet, but I think
the new Alipa?
Yeah, actually though.
I'm not either.
I'm so hung up on the word psychedelic.
It was used a lot. There were references to like Massive Attack and the British pop. There are crunchy elements to the song, but maybe that's as far as it's going. I don't know. Interesting, but yes,
the non-singles, she can experiment.
She might get a little more experimental in the album. We don't know. She said recently she wrote 97 songs for the album, so that's a lot. She Carly Rae Jepsen'd that prolific demo recorder. Sounds like we could have more than one of the. We don't even have the album title yet. I just realized.
No.
That's a difference from the last campaign. But otherwise, we are kind of following the trajectory, because this training season feels like the physical, and Houdini feels like the Don't Start Now. Like, it kind of feels exactly like the same trajectory. Yeah. And Houdini's rising. It's still getting radio improves every week. So
I repent. I already said it.
You did repent.
I take back my shady tweets. Not shady tweets. Shady comments on here.
Yes. But I do think we need to discuss what you and I and much of the world considered to be the performance of the night, or at least a standout. Of course, we're talking about Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh.
Wait, I don't want to be mean.
No.
But what's happening there? Like, what is happening there?
I feel like the production design is overpowering her visually on stage. And I think the same thing happened at either the VMAs or SNL. It's such a strong production design set, which I love.
Yeah.
And then she just kind of stands there, which that's fine. I love Mariah, no shade. But to me, the energy doesn't match.
Yeah. And they put in a lot more effort at that other one where the stage pretends to break down and everything. For this one, it was almost like a blue balling experience where it was like the song was building. You're like, okay, it's coming. Something's coming. Like, and I thought she was going to have a Carrie moment.
Oh, that's what I was waiting for. I'm like, she is going to have that pour down and she's going to belt out. Like Kelly Clarkson at the VMAs when she got rained on.
Yes.
If you know, that's what I was. I was like, oh, she's going to let that pour all over her and just sing it through it. No.
It hasn't really gone there for me with her yet. And I'm waiting for it to just like really, I need her to snap. Kind of, But Great song. And then, of course, you had everyone's like, will Taylor stand up and dance to it? And of course she did and sang along to it because allegedly it's like about the feud or there's a drama there or whatever. And
there is between the two of
drama.
them?
Yes.
Oh,
so
I missed that one.
Yeah. It's all very dumb. But in any case, it happened. It existed. That was a performance.
Then we had Billy.
We did have Billy. That was perfect with the what was the name of the Barbie doll she was dressed as a Barbie.
Yep.
Which I appreciate. And that's all that performance needed to be. Sit by the piano, emotional,
soft, delicate. It was just very delicate.
It was.
And I almost feel like Olivia could take a note from that. Like sing something that's a little delicate and tone the production design down.
Yeah.
And really just give us
or maybe even, tighten the camera on her, spotlight on her, just like small, intimate.
Yeah, yes, that's it.
Yes.
Because it's going to big.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
totally.
It's shrinking her in the center of the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy. I mean, that was I don't want to call it standard, but that was like exactly what that needed to be for that song.
Joni Mitchell.
Legendary. I mean, beautiful set as well.
I was sobbing. I'm like, why am I crying?
Yeah, those lyrics hit hard as, somebody, a seasoned veteran singing those words and the first time ever performing at the Grammys, which is crazy.
Never give up.
No. Yeah, this up-and-comer, Joni Mitchell, look her up.
I had to.
Some of the Gen Z girls and you did look her up. I thought that was really nicely done.
Fast Car.
Oh,
beautiful.
Tracy Chapman.
Beautiful.
That was stunning. And I will say, as much as I've been bitter in the same way as the Dancing on My Own ballad version overshadowing, I felt like Luke Combs was very respectful of her. That little opening video monologue was just like an homage to her. And then to have her start it off.
Yes.
Was very like, that's appropriate.
This was very well done.
Yes.
We need them to do this with the Robin song too. I don't know where.
I know, the Swedish Grammys.
But we need to duplicate this for her in a similar moment.
I agree. I thought this was just beautiful and she sounded incredible and everyone was like freaking out. I will say also, because the camera was constantly on her, there is a long shot of Taylor that came out and she, word for word, is belting it along with Tracy Chapman.
A bop is a bop.
Yeah. But yeah, that was very legendary as well.
And then we also had some winners of awards. Shout out to Fred again for winning electronic album. Was not there, but that was they were handed out in the earlier ceremony.
Right.
But that was really exciting. Also won with the Skrillex song. So we won 2.
Oh.
Yeah. The track Rumble. So that was really exciting.
Oh my gosh. Congrats to Fred again. I also won on a personal level.
Yes. There's so many layers to this win.
There are. I did not actually see this coming because she was in a category with a lot of men.
Yeah, I thought Troy was going to win this one.
It could have been Troy. It could have been any of the Getta, because that's an industry favorite, a tried and true. Ultimately, the first ever Best Pop Dance Recording went to Padam Padam by Miss Kylie Minogue, exactly 20 years after her first Grammy in 2004, which is just poetic, wonderful, encouraging, motivating, inspirational, stunning.
It's also just iconic that she's the first winner of this new award that feels like we only got this award because of last year's drama.
Yes.
But it's still, it makes sense. It does make sense.
I agree.
Yeah. BB's going to win this one day.
Oh, I think so.
We're manifesting that.
Yes. Because this is the F word award unofficially.
This is the Pride Award. Pride version.
Sponsored by Legends Only one day.
Let's talk about the F word.
It's going to be Dua presenting it
yes,
next year.
Oh, I hope Kylie comes back and presents it. That would be fun.
Oh my God, like Drag Race where they bring back the winner from
the crowned winner.
If anyone out there is listening, you could literally do that.
Please make that happen.
Change it from a Grammy to a scepter and a crown.
Oh my God. Hand it over. God. Well, yes, Kylie won. It was also during that ceremony where the early ceremony, so she didn't like go to the stage, but she posted a adorable video screaming when she found out the news back getting ready for the event, and she just had a look on her face the whole night because she won already and the pressure was off and she fucking slayed it. She was in Padam Padam Red.
Brilliant.
Just
like that is
branding.
An era.
Yeah.
It is branding.
It is. Of course it was going to be red too. It was like, yes, let's put the red cherry on top of this. She had so much fun in the audience. She was mingling with all the girls. It was so cool to see her take photos with like everyone. Carol G and Troy, of course, taking selfies with her. BB, that photo of us essentially.
Oh my God.
Kylie and BB together. Just
BB was probably shaking.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because she knows her legends. And so that was a perfect tag team. But I don't know. I was just thriving, obviously. Like that win was kind of like, okay, well, nothing else really matters at the ceremony for me.
Nothing really matters.
So yeah, congratulations, Kylie. Well deserved. And just like super encouraging to see somebody in the game 20 years later win the award, putting in the work consistently. You always love to see that.
And having fun doing it.
And having so much fun. And
like
now
she really did seem like she was living.
She was sliving. She's on the Paris Hilton podcast. She's everywhere right now.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet. Is it out?
Oh my God, it's shocking. Yes, she was on Paris Hilton's new podcast. And like one of the first things they do is Paris brings up old music videos and brings up her video Did It Again, where she's multiple versions of herself, like sexy Kylie, like different personas.
Oh.
But it was just like a mind fuck to hear Paris Hilton discuss Did It Again. And granted, it sounds like she had some prepared notes for sure, but it was very cool. It was a strange thing to hear Kylie and Paris like in conversation for like an hour. Check that out. Not sponsored. And speaking of first-time winners of categories, further evidence that she is going to go the distance, in my opinion. The Grammy Award for Best African Music Performance, first time for this category. Tyla with Water.
In Donatella Versace.
Donatella Versace.
That dress was like, it literally has a very similar cut to the mermaid dress.
Yeah. Yep.
I need someone to wear that mermaid dress.
If you know, you know.
If you know, like, that has to be, I mean, it's going to be called vintage these days now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 2002? Definitely vintage.
Oh, my God. But, like, imagine Tyla wearing that.
Absolutely.
But this is, it was like a, I know we're not in high fashion yet, all right?
Yeah, it was like tied.
Yes.
Green. She, very mermaid, honestly.
Like, it just hugs everything. Ugh.
Similarly making sense for Water. It's kind of just like, you know.
Make me sweat.
But that was awesome to see. That's as good as Best New Artist to me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You just notched one already. Love to see that.
Carol G also won.
Oh my God. And her speech was adorable. Like she was so sweet throughout it. And she was basically like, hi, my name is Carol G. I'm from Colombia. Like she did a whole hi, my name is. That was very charming considering she's like this major star. Really cool to see. Big win for Colombia. And she didn't just win.
No, she was present. Christina fucking Aguilera. That walk out, the hip swaying out onto the Grammy stage was so fucking cunt. I want to say it because I feel it in my tits. She
looked incredible.
Yeah.
She did. She absolutely did. I feel like and also still this ongoing acknowledging the Spanish language music she's been doing. She just walked out with Maluma and I was like, oh my God, this is
gas.
This is, yes. Mommy and Poppy in the same universe right here. And then presenting to baby Carol G. It was just like a perfect trifecta right there. And a big win for Colombia and wonderful just like moment for Carol G, who had a great time in the audience as well. She was taking pictures with everybody.
Just sitting there having a blast, smiling.
Very cool. I just really appreciated the winners this year. This was very cool to see.
Beyonce
in Louis Vuitton cowboy style, giving us hints maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've kind of lost the. I don't know.
I don't know. We also have to see, and this is going to be late by the time it airs, but we do have to see what the deal is with this Verizon commercial and Renee.
Oh, Super Bowl?
Yes.
Oh.
Like she's
Congratulations to whoever won the Super Bowl. Oh, by the way, I told someone what my prediction was about the Super Bowl, and I'm going to say it on here, even though when this comes out will either be true or not. I have a theory that Taylor Swift is going to, the camera will pan to her and we will see an engagement ring at the Super Bowl. And the reason why I think this is because she wore gloves at the Grammys.
Mm.
And not that I am a fashion icon, but I didn't particularly enjoy the gloves.
Right.
And I felt like she was wearing gloves to hide a ring. I don't know.
Everyone keeps saying that. And my thing is like, they met like 5 weeks ago.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
It was like apparently it was like months before they made it public.
Maybe it's just because I'm like gay and averse to relationships, but I just feel like it's so soon.
Yeah, but that's how our girls do it.
I guess so. It's been not even a full year though.
Yeah, but how many engagements and divorces have we seen from?
Yeah.
You know, I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
And I could be fully proven wrong. If he wins, they have the moment where she comes onto the field. And a lot of people are thinking that will be the moment.
Oh.
A proposal.
Oh.
Which would be quite the show.
Wow.
Mm.
Well,
everyone is like most fired up about that moment because it's going to be all cameras on both of them in the middle of the field if he wins. And if he doesn't, she is leaving him.
If he doesn't, I think they're doing just fine.
Yes.
Anyway, back to the Grammys. The photo of Meryl Streep and Beyonce is also still really funny to me.
Oh my God, yeah. Just Meryl being there. But then we always forget that Meryl is the mother-in-law of Mark Ronson.
Oh, that wasn't a joke?
No.
Oh, I thought that was a bit.
He is engaged to Grace Gumner, which is her daughter.
Wow.
So that's some interesting entertainment royalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is like A+ list.
Yeah. She should collab.
New
with
single.
her son-in-law. Yeah.
Maybe she'll win a Grammy. You never know.
Yeah. If she hasn't already, like I actually don't know off the
word.
top of my head, but she might have. Does Meryl have a Grammy? Because I feel like she's like Meryl Streep. Oh, she's only a nominee so far. Spoken word 3 times now.
Oh my God.
Spoken word, and then compilation soundtrack for Mamma Mia as well. So we need, she's
I
not
think
EGOT
spoken
yet.
word is such a cool Grammy.
Yeah.
Because like there are people who just have like such beautiful speaking, not me, but like to be honored for just like no music, just like your voice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is so. Because some of these girls,
there are a lot of
vocal,
cool,
and there's not a vocal there.
Well, let's talk about it. But we will talk about it. Well, but I will say there's actually a lot of cool Grammys categories. There's like 100 of them, and most of them we don't see.
Yeah,
they've got really niche and interesting. Honestly,
who won remix this year?
The Grammy for the remix in 2024, Wet Leg.
Oh, okay,
cool.
We also had Best New Artist winner, Victoria Monet.
Oh my God, yeah. Another big moment.
This speech was incredible.
It really was.
I thought this was so inspiring for anyone, whether you're like making music or anything, to win Best New Artist. I also love that when she came out, she was like, best is subjective, like, which was, I thought, fact.
Mm-hmm.
And just sharing her story that she's like never given up after working at this for well over a decade.
Yep.
She's 34, winning Best New Artist. Like, you know, some of our girls have won, like, you know, in their teens.
Yes.
But I found it very inspiring.
I know this is one of they're all tricky categories, but like this one, especially when you have such an array of genre, it's like, how the hell do you tell these people apart from like who's more deserving? That's a really tough category, but extremely deserving. Songwriter extraordinaire. Like the people who might only know her music that more recently might not know that she wrote so many songs in the past. Like with Ari, she's done like Be All Right, Thank You Next, and she's done Fifth Harmony songs. She's done Chloe and Halle Do It. Like there's so many songs she's on. I think the first one was like Diddy Dirty Money.
Oh.
Like, the pen has extended for well over a decade, and we love a songwriter.
And I love the story that she told about the binder.
Mm-hmm. A
Which
legend
also,
binder.
I will say, our Stephanie, we always made fun of her for that quote. There could be 100 people in a room
Mm-hmm.
and all you need is one.
Yeah,
That was basically what Victoria was saying.
she did.
She was like, there was one person
Yep.
that found that binder and gave me a chance. And that is why I'm here winning this award.
And it's true. I mean, she might have drove that story into the ground, but it is true that after 99 no's, you just need one yes to get into a room sometimes. So
we
excellent choice for a Best New Artist winner, but also an interesting one because, like you pointed out, this category is kind of silly sometimes because it's somebody who's hustled for years.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
thought
like-
it was cool that they award someone who's like
been in the game for
in
a while.
a way, like going back to what you said earlier, when you're like Kylie's winning her second award 20 years later.
Yeah.
Victoria's winning her first Grammy after being, at this for I think it was like 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
Just so cool.
Inspiring. And again, like I'll just keep saying it, like a very cool array of winners tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Loved that.
We also had Fantasia.
Oh my God, yeah. Bringing the house down.
Like, it's just so crazy because like I remember watching
It'll
American
never
Idol in
not be
SD TV on our little screen.
In fact, and of course we had Kelly Clarkson in the crowd watching
Yes.
Fantasia. And it's like, those
That
were
was
our
my
girls?
first concert.
Yeah.
Was her season.
Yep. It's crazy. But obviously, I mean, she's had a killer year. And we knew when she was about to whip up Proud Mary, like, oh, she was going to go for it. And she did. I mean, she did it justice.
Yes.
That was exactly what that needed to be. It was celebratory. It was like spiritual. It was soulful
Energetic.
and good. Yeah. And I hope this is like the beginning of a new chapter for her musically as well, because now that there's a lot of fanfare around her, like I hope she can kick off a new album campaign and stuff as well.
Some collabs.
Mm-hmm.
But the superstar of the night, in my personal opinion, someone who has also been in the game for a very long time,
Mm-hmm.
literally getting her flowers, 4 flowers at the Grammys, winning her first Grammy not from Mariah, but like Mariah presenting it to her. This moment elevated Miley Cyrus, in my opinion, to a legendary status. She elevated to a new stratosphere after this night.
I wouldn't disagree. I would just say I feel like we've seen it happen over the past few years of her live show is like unmatched. These covers of the rock songs and stuff that have been happening, but now like it all sort of came together for this one performance. Just her, just a mic. She is, in my opinion, going to be like the standout entertainer of our generation of girls that is on the level of, and I'm not saying she is like this person or whatever, but it's like Cher. Throw a genre at her, throw a variety show at her, whatever. We're not going to necessarily know her for one thing, but she's going to be able to entertain us through the decades.
Yes.
She's going to wear different wigs,
change it
different
up.
styles, completely. Chameleon, very distinctive voice. Yeah, it's like Dolly, it's Cher, it's an entertainer. And I feel like when I wrote about it, I think she's evolved past pop star, where it's like, I don't
She's
think
superstar.
Yeah,
now.
I don't think we're like new era, new sound, blah 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 necessarily with her anymore. It's just like the albums will come along the way, but I just feel like it's not really not that it's not the focus, but she's just this reliable persona that can handle a performance all in her. Like the way that she was so comfortable on there. That's
when we
just-
say X Factor,
yes.
And the views on this video,
Oh yeah, they're
are
insane.
unreal. It is just you're not staring at screen. Again, we love a production design. There was nothing.
No.
It was Miley, a spotlight, a Bob Mackie dress, and a mic stand.
A Bob Mackie dress.
Like ate it the fuck up.
Yes.
It was
And a and
Arguably one of
crazy
the
hair.
best live performances from a pop star in a hot minute.
Absolutely. I agree. And it just, I think it
it's so fucking good.
I think it really just came down to the fact that here's somebody who, and I'm not trying to shade the other performers. She's not counting her steps. She's not thinking out loud. And like, you can just tell that she is so naturally throwing out jokes in the middle of belting, which we haven't even said. She sounded great, which is a given.
Nailing every photograph
from
this performance. Cause like, we've seen funny stills from performances. And every photo of this performance, high fashion editorial.
Oh yeah.
The one where she's like kind of like leaned forward and it's
arched,
the leg out, the backlight.
You know what somebody said? Somebody took one of that kind of arched photo and they were like, this is the one they're going to use on Drag Race season 500 when they're like doing a night of 1,000 Mileys.
Yes.
And they're doing iconic performances. Like, yes, this will be the reference. It absolutely is a standout of her career. It will stand as one of the Grammys performances that we will actually remember in the future, and just pop star performances in general. And I think it maybe has opened eyes to a lot of people. I know there's a lot of people who are like, Justice for Midnight Sky, and that era was so overlooked by the public.
The pandemic kind of, I think.
Yeah. But I think the world has caught up to like what's going on with Miley.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it really doesn't have to do with even the music she's making in the moment. It's more like she's just a good entertainer that is like truly one of our big stars.
Yeah. And I feel like the combination of, because you don't have to win a Grammy to be like, it's not.
As she said,
yes.
I really hope my world doesn't change at all tomorrow because it was beautiful
and it
yesterday.
Won't. I don't think. She's not one of those. And also her being like,
this is
don't
not
care
special.
about the Grammy. I just wanted to be here for Mariah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you don't have to win a Grammy to be like good and great, but to have her recognized on that level after, it's not that she was like not taken seriously, but like I remember during Can't Be Tamed, everyone kind of being like, like, what is this? And I'm like, what do you mean, what is this? Like, and then See You Again and that whole album, and coming from Disney, like you kind of have that, people being like,
of course.
Like, so to elevate like this, and then also have Mariah Carey be like up there with you, it's so fucking epic.
No, it was an incredible night for Miley all around. Her speeches were fantastic. The first one, a complete homage to Mariah.
Yes.
The whole speech was about, I cannot believe MC standing next to MC. I don't care about this award, but I care that it's Mariah.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then she got it again. And that time she thanked her main gays, teased that she wasn't wearing underwear, which was just, it's like, it's still Miley, you know? She's just being Miley. And she had a very Fiona Apple kind of speech where not so much the world is bullshit, but she was effectively like, this is bullshit, doesn't really matter, but thank you for the acknowledgement.
Yeah.
And just
it's
killed
like a stamp of recognition on like a different level. That was,
just a fully winning night for her all around. And
can I confess something to you guys here on the podcast? And you won't laugh at me. There was a like smiley something, I don't know, Instagram account that made this like reel. I'll send it to you so we can post it on the
Instagram. On
our Instagram, @legends_only_pod, where we do a carousel of like various things that we talk about so you guys can keep up with us. There was this reel, and it was, I feel like I can probably play some of it. And they did at the end almost like a just like a really quick blurred just of all her eras. And tell me why I start crying. I'm like, I feel so proud of her.
Yeah.
And the Grammy goes to Flowers, Mari. There's a story I want to tell that sums up this moment.
Anyway,
that's very emotional. I can see why you...
The Climb.
Yeah.
And then they do like a split of all these. She turns as Hannah Montana into her now. And oh God, why am I getting chills right now? I'm just so proud of her. I think too, like, obviously we've seen so many of our faves struggle with fame and have really tumultuous lives and careers. And I mean, it's a much more deeper and nuanced conversation. I'm kind of skimming the surface of it. So seeing her just shining.
I know. I know. She absolutely
dealt to work, as she said last week. She's like, oh, bitch. That's how it's so good.
Yeah.
I can't get enough.
Well, this was very cool to see. And I think this is the endorsement that got her. This is the performance that exposed who she truly is as an entertainer to the general public in a way
Yes.
that I feel no gimmicks, none of that. It stood out in my mind all week.
Can't get enough.
Can't be tamed, can't get enough. And she should have won for Liberty Walk all those years ago, but it's fine. We made up for
You
it.
never know. Maybe it'll get a sync placement after this.
You never know.
Someone's scrambling, going through, finding her old albums. What's this? Can't be tamed.
It's true.
Permanent December.
Oh,
Anyway, we could go on.
we could.
But we will be continuing this conversation, however, in the after show, because as I'm sure you're all wondering, there was a lot more that happened on this evening.
Yes, and we can't fit it all into one main.
No.
So we're extending, spilling over into the after show.
Yeah, the after show is where we talk about things after the show.
Mm-hmm.
We get...
We let our hair down.
So we get juicy, but we don't get juicy.
Okay.
The topics are juicier.
Yeah.
The opinions are... Where am I going with this?
The emissions are stronger.
Oh, stop it. You're going to get a fucking cease and desist next.
Yeah, well, add it to the list.
Get a good lawyer.
We're going to discuss all of that in the after show.
Yeah.
But before we move on, is there anything else? I thought it was a great show. I was entertained, and that's the point.
Agreed. I thought, okay, Dawn Richard of Danny Kane brought a fun outfit. Miley's outfit with the Maison Margiela hand-done pins on the red carpet. Crazy. She did 5 looks that night, by the way. Queen. I mean, she owned the night in so many ways. I'm just trying to think of any other like red carpet notes. I will say I felt like it was a fairly safe carpet compared to more outlandish or extravagant years.
Yeah.
But otherwise, Kelly looked gorgeous.
Yeah?
Brought her son.
That was so cute.
It was very cute. Did you watch her 10-minute recap after?
No.
She just stood in front of a wall and said everything she's ever thought about the Grammys. That night, rather. She was just like, it was really cool. And then, I got to like hang out with this person and that person. I thought she did a great performance. Like, she just went on and on.
And then she went to perform, right? Wasn't she performing
Yeah.
her show in Vegas after?
Yeah.
Oh, someone scaled the sphere, crawled right up Sphery.
They sure did.
Which, by the way, I didn't realize that Sphery is like not see-through, but like not solid. It's like a thing with like a sphere
Like mesh?
around. Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, Sphery's basically wearing a mesh top.
Oh my God.
Because there was a video from inside and I was like, oh, she's like open.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody got on top. Oh, yeah. And you two performed from the
Oh,
sphere.
yeah.
They have a way of just, whether it's on your iPod or your Grammys, it's just like, what? I didn't ask for this.
Yeah. I mean, there's something for everyone.
There is. And I will say that cinematography and the views of it, if it was any pop girl, we would be gagged. That
I think
sadly-
that's the only thing that would send me back to Vegas is if Celine Dion goes back or if a pop girly does the Sphere where I'm going to get like a full visual experience.
Yes. And I know we will be discussing Celine more, but just, yes, to give a shout out to La Roche coming out of semi-retirement in order to style.
Who wouldn't?
Exactly. Legends only. Law had a fabulous week in general. Also, this appearance on Drag Race was excellent. Got so emotional seeing her, but we'll discuss in the after.
Yes, we will be discussing the Taylor and Celine and Dead Poets Society of it all. What's it called?
Yep, that was it.
Oh, is really?
No. But I prefer that, actually.
Lovers and Friends Poets Society.
It's
everything that is just scrambled in my brain.
The deceased writer's faculty.
Sure. I would believe it if you don't. I have lost the plot. But we will be discussing that in the after show. However, somebody who was not at the Grammys this year because she was seeing Titanic.
That's right.
Yeah.
She swam up to shore.
What? God.
Well, actually, she didn't. She
Bottom
went right
of the
back to the sea
ocean.
again. She is obsessed with the bottom of the ocean. From Bikini Bottom to the wreckage of the Titanic, Miss Ariana Grande has been deep sea diving for some time now. Yeah, Ari was at Titanic.
And she also revealed that we will not be getting any more singles.
We will not be
from
kissing and hugging.
Eternal Sunshine.
We will not. She said, as hard as it is to resist the urge to share another song or single with you all ASAP, I would really love for you to experience the album in full this time. I respect it.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I don't need, and sometimes I am annoyed by too many singles up front before the album. I'm fine with the album out and then give us 1, 2, 3, 4 singles after. I think that's fine, especially if it's allegedly a statement piece. This is apparently a
Concept. We love a concept album.
And if it's supposed to be digested in full, then I respect it. I know the Arianators are mourning a bit, but we're getting it pretty soon.
Yeah, it's
fine.
a month away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can listen to Yes and some more. Yeah.
Yes.
There's enough versions of it on streaming.
And
Start memorizing the extended instrumental slow down sped up mix.
oh my God. Also, shout out to the MTV UK Instagram page for being like a Yes and T. Kyle remix real stan.
Oh.
They keep using my sound, and I'm like, oh my God, maybe she'll notice.
Iconic. Is that
Or
also
send me a
because
cease and desist.
is that because her music got taken down?
Oh, maybe. It's the only song available. Hey, you know what?
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
Thank you, Universal.
Oh. So the only songs available are like Wendy's Groove, I actually do. Wendy's Groove is like taking off again on TikTok. Not to like shout my TikTok out again after giving myself a Legends Only award 2 years in a row. After snatching the award from Celine Dion.
And I'm so excited to announce my new remix is out at midnight.
No, I don't have.
And here it comes.
No, not yet. But
The Dead Tits Department. Torture Tits Department. That's what it is.
Oh my God! Wait, that's Kavant.
Here it comes. Yep. When you inevitably do the remixes for this Taylor album,
I have a Delta Work Shake Tits and Go Crazy one. That's still Anyway,
add it to the list.
Thank you to the MTV UK, not sponsored, for using my sound, even if you only used it because every other song is not available. That's fine. But speaking of Ariana, Tina Fey, legend, was on Las Culturistas. Shout out to Bowen and Matt.
Yes.
And she made a joke about Ariana and SpongeBob, and I lost my mind.
She also had one of the best rants at the end to Bowen.
Yes. This episode was, I mean, it's iconic.
Yeah.
To have Tina fucking Fey on your
She's
podcast.
not just sitting down for anybody. Yes,
No,
that's
exactly.
really good. But
this episode,
her
if you don't listen to Last Culture, go listen, stop this one and listen to that right now because it's so good.
It's so good. And her advice was actually solid and real.
I regret to inform you that you are too famous now, sir.
I know.
What's going to happen? You having a problem with Saltburn? Quiet luxury. Keep it to yourself because what are you going to do when Emerald Fennell calls you about her next project where you play Carrie Mulligan's coworker in the bridal section of Harrods and then Act 3 takes a sexually violent turn and you have to pretend to be surprised by that turn. You hang out with Ariana and SpongeBob now. That is your life. Okay. And Matt Rogers, I can tell you, you got about 1 year left. And then learn from my mistakes. Learn from IO. Podcasts are forever.
5 seconds.
Authenticity is dangerous and expensive. I don't think so, honey.
This is actually, that's one that, and that is so
that's
real.
An all-timer.
I'm so sorry, Bowen. You can no longer give your true opinions of movies.
Yeah, this is my biggest nightmare.
Yes.
Because like even...
I mean, our digital footprint, my digital footprint is a mess. So it's like, absolutely.
Because like I feel like nervous even saying it now. But like when I am on here and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like doing my Luann impression. And then I see that she looked at my Instagram stories and I'm like, I hope she knows that I like love her. And I'm like,
Oh, I know.
a Luann-nator.
I feel too close to the fire so often about things that I'm like, I never really want to get there in some ways because then it's like it kind of takes the fun out of it.
Right.
Like I've always, but sometimes I'm like, maybe I don't ever want to work for a label or management because then I'm like, then I can't really do that.
Yeah.
Or PR or whatever.
It's
That's why
fun
I'm just
being
going to be
underground.
a messy blogger until I die.
Irrelevant with 2 fans.
With 2 fans.
Yeah.
Because I can say shit. But I just thought her point was extremely valid and true. And it's true. It's true. Your digital footprint and your real thoughts and reviews can sometimes bite you in the ass.
Oh, been there.
The IO J-Lo moment. That's what she referenced. Like, just
she like basically
being on a podcast.
Apologized on like at her
SNL.
job,
Yeah.
essentially, for teasing J-Lo.
Yeah.
Am I going to have to do that one day?
Definitely to J-Lo. But I don't know to who else. But yeah, no, I ain't.
I have so many ideas for J-Lo. I can repent my sins through creative ideas. Did I say this last week? I feel like This Is Me Now, This Is Me Then should have been a remixed, refreshed album of remixes that are like all cool underground, like Shy Girl, Dom Dalla, Johnson, like remix all of your hits because they're fucking hits. And then call that This Is Me Now.
I know.
And that was me then.
Yeah.
So I've repented by giving her a free
That is a great idea.
Kavan. If someone put out a Waiting for Tonight remix, it would go off.
Absolutely.
So I'm repenting.
Well, we'll definitely need to repent after next week because we're getting that movie.
Yeah,
And
I'm going to watch it.
Watch that and get our not so true thoughts to you.
Oh, I'll be honest.
Oh, I'm going to be very honest.
Yeah.
But I'm going in, which I don't think a lot of people are. I'm going in rooting for this to be like
Camp.
I
want this to be like the burlesque of its time.
I want people to get on board with this idea of like, let's have fun with it.
Yes.
Rather than like feigning like, oh, I don't know. You know what I mean? You get it.
I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I also had another counterpoint to Tina Fey.
Oh.
Because part of me was like, Bowen and Matt are so famous because people love that they're honest. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, they do things outside of the podcast, but like, people love them because they're funny and because they're honest.
You're right.
And honesty's not always negative.
No, well, I also hate toxic positivity and like being only nice about things too.
Oh, yeah.
It's just unrealistic and it's fake as fuck.
So you're going to admit to them what you really think about the Tension album? No, I'm kidding. What, you texted me? No.
Please,
I'm joking.
as if I would ever say anything. What did I last have real thoughts and comments on that I actually have negative opinions about?
You're not really negative.
No, but I am internally.
Mine was shading Houdini.
You and I are very, yes, that's true. Yours was Houdini.
And I already clowned myself because fast forward 4 weeks later, I stuck in my head, Bob.
Yeah. I think you believe your knee-jerk reactions too much.
I do, yeah.
I think I've learned that I've burned myself publicly too much because I write on the internet and I've had negative takes on albums on first listen that I've really regretted. So I just don't take my initial thought too seriously.
Yeah.
I let it marinate, usually, because I've been wrong so many times. Yeah. But hey, that's fine. It's human. And not everybody is like recording their every thought and putting it out into the universe. So
yeah.
Maybe we should take a hint from that and not do that either.
Retiring.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, Tina Fey told them to not be so honest, but I have to say, Tina Fey saying Ariana and SpongeBob sent me. Also, what I love about Tina Fey, because she notoriously does not participate in the social medias, but she did do she was in a TikTok with like Amy Poehler and then recently. That. You know that she is sitting. she has to have a what's a Finsta of like a TikTok.
Yeah, I think she
would it be like a photalk. I feel like and I feel this about RuPaul as well.
Yeah.
And we're starting to see it with RuPaul now that Ru's like posting reels, and I feel like she knows all the stuff that we talk about, the TikTok talk. I feel like Tina Fey would know everything. You know,
I think that might be true, but I think it's given to her. I think people supply what you need to know
right now.
She probably is, yes. Yeah. She's a devoted listener of the pod.
She's like, oh, that's how I found out about Miss Dutchy.
Yeah.
Roz.
No, I probably they get social media teams that are like, here's how you should post in RuPaul's case.
Yeah, here's what's funny.
Here's what's funny.
Here's what the kids are saying.
But I definitely know RuPaul loves a meme.
Oh.
She loves a meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love Tina Fey.
Well, since Selena's social lady is out of work, clearly, maybe she's moved on and given the news to Tina Fey. Yeah, so she talked about Ari and SpongeBob.
She did.
Ari did some talking, or she posted footage, right, that went viral or something about her discussion of Rain on Me.
Yeah, she was praising working with
my Stephanie Germano.
I wonder if Ariana is going to go to drag shows at Joanne's. That is camp. Oh my God, what if she... Oh, I just gave myself chills.
Rain on Me.
I just thought...
Drag queen cameo.
Oh my God. Could you imagine sitting there with your fucking chicken parm and all of a sudden you hear, you know, the beginning of I'm going to try to do it with my voice where it's like, dun, 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 and it like echoes the beginning of Rain on Me. Someone out there gets it.
You start coughing on a meatball.
And then it's
Ethan Slater rolls out a red carpet for his queen. And you just see a ponytailed princess walk up to the stage with 3 drag queens up there.
Yeah. And you're like, is that Ariana or Tina Burner?
Honestly, like, and you won't know if it's a drag queen or not.
I'm teasing.
Wow.
I just gave myself full body chills thinking of that.
She could show up. She could show up.
That is a concept.
That's a concept. Because it would be the right kind of gag to do to promote the album as well.
Yeah.
And it would be
oh my God, get Jan
nod.
Sport up there.
Yeah. Oh my God. See you
Nick
at
Gaga.
Joanne's.
Nick Gaga and
Nick
Ariana
Gaga
Grande
and Ariana.
surprise at Joanne's Trattoria.
I want that for Nick Gaga.
Also, side note to anyone listening out there, Nick Gaga's show, this is not sponsored, needs a bigger venue. That was so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Sell tickets.
To be honest, the girls that are doing these balcone shows, Pixie as well.
Yes.
Production.
Yes.
Production. In general, I'm like very impressed by the venue's output.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we not sponsored, but we're into it.
Yeah, support your local drag queens.
Yeah,
including Lady Gaga.
Who
do we care?
Oh, no, we do. Oh my God, shit. That was the wrong.
Well, we got a big update.
I believe she's somewhere living with deep, deep regret.
She certainly is right now. She certainly is, because she tweeted, she posted, she acknowledged that whatever is happening is happening.
It's Joker soundtrack. It's gotta be.
I don't know, because she commented on a post where one of the stands were demanding LG7, and she wrote back like, it's being guarded in a vault by monster emoji. And that on this post with all those images in the studio, she used the monster emoji, the same one.
Okay, but like she doesn't do like all of.
I know she doesn't, but I think
because she also tweeted once like, "What's Fortnite?"
Yeah,
so she doesn't really do like the Easter eggs.
Not as much, but I'm on the fence. Basically,
yeah.
I know that Joker, yes, but it might be album 2.
Chromatica the re-up? Chromatica 2?
All I can say is these images of her pensively staring into the abyss at the edge of a bed, folded into herself in the recording studio, looking like she is just at her wit's end, miserable, depressed. She is preparing for the trauma of a million F words, shrieking mother and slay at her face for another promo cycle.
Oh, speaking of shrieking mother, did you see that video? And mother is mothering.
Oh,
and the whole the
Mitski performance. Because Mitski, unfortunately for her, while she's very successful with the song that's been everywhere on TikTok, she didn't have that kind of crowd before. And so now she's got chronically online people at your show yelling, "Mother is mothering." the crowd
A collective.
collectively, that's not. Shut the fuck up.
Like, shut the fuck up.
And I think it was like during like a heartfelt, deep moment.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I think it's fascinating that to watch a generation not know because they grew up on it that like online humor and terminology like doesn't translate online or offline a lot.
Yeah.
To shout like what you were going to tweet like often doesn't work. And you just look lame as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, she'll think next time before she shouts that. Mother is mothering. Oh, shut the fuck up. But that is what Gaga is fearing in this moment. If this is an album, she would rather be practicing an accent in a mirror and spooking another cast with her method acting for months, in my opinion.
If it is an album, what do we want?
I want peace for her. She has spent the last 2 albums talking about how she was just crying, miserable. Blood Pop forced me out of my bed in order to do this pop album. Joanne, about my dead aunt. Family trauma, crying. Do you want to do it? Are you can we? I don't know. It's Chromatica was so buried in sadness. Joanne, of course, dealt with family trauma and sadness. It's like, damn.
But give it a beat and it's
give it a beat and a bop.
Brilliant. 1,000 Doves.
Yeah.
That song is sad.
That album is very much about triumphing over depression and all of that, for sure.
If she knew what that album did for me, she would throw a beat on everything.
She would turn that frown into a smile.
Yeah. I'm serious, though. Like, again, going back to kind of like our point about like being too honest, but like, you know, I tease Gaga, but... And I tease
She's
Christina
my number
Aguilera.
one favorite to make fun of, but at the end of the day...
1,000 Doves, that album saved me. Christina Aguilera, The Voice Within, Soar. I'm not kidding. I'm not being sarcastic right now. I'm being dead serious.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's how I feel too. She's still an incredible... See, I don't want to call her pop star, musician. Like, because I do feel that she wants to be more than that. And it's a constant push-pull of like, but I have to feed the... But I don't want...
Not really.
Not really. I do think it would be cool if she could meet in the middle of this like 70s rock chick thing, but like have a sort of like Electric Chapel, Born This Way grit. Because she kind of touched on what she wants to do with Born This Way in some way of doing like the rock girl thing. It just was also like thick electronic beats.
Yeah.
But like it's there. Like she wants to be, you know, singing with classic rock bands and stuff, and
like Hilary Duff, and
just like Hilary, like classic rock. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of leans that way a little bit.
She's a gamer. Make an alter ego. Play with CGI and 3D and holograms.
Maybe she's making the album Dua is describing.
Maybe
psychedelic.
She's like, I don't want to get up there and do that. Like, create some like, I don't even know.
I don't know either, but
it's like that's her Sasha Fierce. Could be like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say creature, but like essence that comes out in like a robotic, futuristic, humanoid thing that is like I don't know. There's a lot to play with.
There is. And just like generally her look in these photos, like it's actually giving Bradley Cooper and Maestro, but it's not suggesting joyous up-tempo dance pop record to me. It's definitely, you know, it could be Joker. It could be serious singer-songwriter vibes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Hold my hand.
Or we could all just be led astray, and it is.
Have to wait and see.
But she is still one of our best artists of our
time.
Of our time, and as much fun as it is to make fun of her at the end of the day, like, I live.
I think sometimes we focus so much on a singular icon, someone like me.
We have a whole fucking board dedicated to her.
Yes, we do. Our Stephanie.
So,
our Stephanie and our Ari. Actually, speaking of Rain on Me and
Best Pop Duo
incoming, we have another duo that might be coming for the crown. Or your credit card.
Yeah, coming for your grandfather's savings account.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yes, not to sharp pivot, but there are new pictures surfacing.
That's what we do here.
That's what we do here. We go, well, all right.
We turn 90 degrees left.
Yes, we sure do.
Constantly.
And we turn ourselves in because we are heading to prison.
Where we will find that poor college kid that tweeted about Taylor's jet.
That's my cellmate.
Who else? Oh, me for selling Countess Luann merch.
Yep.
Who else can we throw in the clink?
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely in there for having downloads of MP3s in the early days of my blog.
Anyway.
There are new photos out in high quality of none other than Real Housewives of Salt Lake City scammer, allegedly, Jen Shaw.
No, it was like proven.
Yeah, right. Convicted.
So why she's there.
Convicted. And Theranos mastermind.
Chanteuse.
Elizabeth Holmes.
Yeah.
We had heard like rumblings that they were friends in prison, that Elizabeth Holmes was taking the Shamazing abs courses in prison, but now we have photographic evidence. This is good for them, bad for us.
Yeah.
Whatever they unleash after prison.
I'm like, is Elizabeth Holmes going to be on Salt Lake City in 6 seasons from now? Oh, no, she's in there for a long time.
Oh, is she?
I think Jen's 6, and I think
Jen is definitely like 6.
Elizabeth is like 11 or 12. I might have that wrong.
Well, I guess you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm sure they were coming up with some fun ideas for the home, for the family. I can only imagine. Taglines. There's scheming occurring.
Jen's hair in these photos is so perfect. She must be running that prison.
Without a doubt.
Like she is, I don't know how that all works, but
I think her crime was so high profile. I think she definitely is well known in there. So I feel like maybe people fear and or respect the masterminding.
The stories that we're going to get out of this.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm scared.
Yeah. Like,
and that's
allegedly in our opinions.
Yes. But she's certainly it's certainly not the only Real Housewives news this week. And to that we cut to the Empire State Building first and foremost.
Oh my, the legend that you are.
The Empire State Building is such a queen of pop.
Iconic people and iconic places.
She was ready for Countess Luann.
She was.
They have so much content still pumping out. They made her sing Money Can't Buy You Class.
Which
Dylan
that video,
Giovanni.
I almost did. So there's a video of Luann like circling around, I guess the top of the Empire State Building singing.
Yes.
I almost made an edit that was like that and then zoomed out of New York with it just like billowing in the distance, like hauntingly, like echoing through the city. Or like, have you seen the TikTok sound that's like the news report and it's like you hear like the subway kind of squeaking a little bit and it's like, "Good morning, New York."
Yep.
And then it's just Luann singing.
Perfect.
There's stuff to work with.
They had plenty. They had her looking at the employee's shoes and saying, "Even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes."
Like literally eating this little Gen Z employee up.
This girl up. But she was busy. She's in town because she's got a show to run.
Okay.
She's down at studio down below 54.
She wrapped that trio up.
I hope you keep on serving cunt.
Okay. What? Never not funny.
Well, she had certain attendees in at the shows. She also had Matt Rogers, right? He asked the question about whether she would be on the rumored season.
She needs to be.
And she basically gave a maybe.
Okay, here is my take on that. One, it needs to happen.
Yeah, well, obviously.
But here's what I was thinking. Okay, so a Housewives season is usually like 16 to 18. Sometimes they go overboard and go 20, 22 episodes. And these are 44 minutes like and change episodes. Crappy Lake, the spinoff, 8 episodes, 22 minutes each. Squeeze in Luann, Sonia, Dorinda into like the mix with the girls. Have them be a part of like a little, you could squeeze them in.
You mean like a recurring situation where they're like in only 8 episodes, you're saying? Or
like you could have them as like a friend of.
Yeah.
And have it be like a mini storyline.
I see that.
In a bigger picture. And it's almost like you're seeing 2 New Yorks.
Yeah.
And then they come in contact at like Fashion Week. Like, do you remember the old school New York?
Yeah.
Where they would meet up and it was like front row and it was Bethany meeting Kelly for the first time. You could have them like interact at little like events around the city, and it's almost like 2 shows in one.
Absolutely. And we still need to have that iconic crossover like they did with Vanderpump.
Yes.
Just have her walk in and out a door.
Manifesting it. Manifesting it.
Well, I have some other things I need to manifest because not only was Matt Rogers in attendance, but so was Lourdes Lola Leon Ciccone, the heir apparent to the throne, is not a first-time attendee.
No. And Madonna's daughter. If anyone's not getting it.
She attended about 2 years ago with Leah McSweeney at the first 54 Below. This might be the second, but it could be more.
It could be.
It could be more. Luann posted a photo with Lola.
Countess Luann and Madonna's daughter. And like looking cavant.
And posting it just like no big deal.
Like just casually with her top hat and a
because the
cigarette.
next thing was just like her in a top hat, cigarette. Yeah. She captioned it, spotted at the Regency. It's not about Tom. It's about Lola. Love you, girl.
And then Lola commented and was like, who's Tom?
She knew exactly what she was doing.
Who's Tom? I need cameras. Get Andy in a camera.
Even better, Marisol commented with a sincere explanation of who Tom is.
No.
Yes. She wrote, her ex-husband. Countess responded, who? I don't know her. We are so close. We are 1 degree of separation. She went to Celebration Tour. Lola is a fan, clearly.
This is what we mean this is why we did the podcast.
Yeah, this is it. What we're doing.
Like once Countess Luann and Madonna meet, we're packing it up. That's why we did this podcast.
That is going to happen. Lu-Donna is happening.
Lu-Donna? Okay.
Okay.
No, it's so crazy to me though. The video of Madonna dancing to Keep Up, which I still cannot wrap my brain around.
No, it's insane.
That's Madonna. Like the more I think about it, it's like, do you ever think about space?
All the time.
And like, you get to a certain point in like the thought process where you're like, it starts to overwhelm you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about this.
Yeah.
Lola
we have no
had
choice
to be...
but to catapult Madonna into space.
Lola had to have been the one to show Madonna Keep on Surfing.
Oh,
right?
Interesting.
Where were the eyeballs?
Maybe. Yeah.
I need to know what wires crossed.
Yes.
What text messages were like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It is so iconic.
Also, it really is.
The photo that in this carousel with the cigarette and the top hat, this is her branding. Like Kylie Minogue did the red for Padam.
Mm-hmm.
We have the pink Joanne hat. Luann put her in a Cavant catsuit with a cigarette and a top hat, walking around saying, okay.
She's just a part of the Rat Pack. Classic Hollywood.
It is so iconic.
It's so good. It's really good. And now she's getting more and more. She's getting podcasts, interviews, and appearing on Tamron Hall and
performing.
Mighty
Hoopla's coming up.
She's leaning in.
Finally.
She's truly leaning in.
I responded to one of the stories about her mentioning like Keep on Serving, and I was told, oh, just you wait. Regarding, because I feel like I told everyone on here, it's fine. I sent the stems of the Deep House mix, which is a vibe. There's like the TikTok sound, and then I made a Deep House where it's like, keep on serving, keep on serving. Those have been sent out. I have no idea. I literally have no idea what's happening. I was just told, just you wait. I'm perched.
I am.
Love you, darling. Good luck with the song.
Well, we'll have to wait.
Oh my God.
And see.
Well, Luann is making the rounds at her cabaret. And did you see Diplo DJ at a circuit party?
I did see that.
This post, the hashtag rainbow emoji sent me.
Went from dinner with Bon Jovi to breakfast with 1,000 hot shirtless dudes downtown. You know what?
And the carousel is like circuit party, photo with Bon Jovi.
Wringing his shirt out.
Wringing the shirt out. Circuit
Gays.
party.
Yeah. I'm not surprised, but ally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and did you hear, speaking of circuit parties and all that, white party in Palm Springs, did you see who was the headliner?
No.
Miss Ava Max.
Good for her.
Good for her getting those gigs.
Yes. I love
Shout
that
out
she...
to her.
Oh, her Instagram post recently, tits out.
Tits out.
Serve. Oh, also speaking of circuit parties, Samantha Mumba performing.
Oh my God, just performed
at Ty
at
Sunderland's
Devil's Playground.
Also, speaking of Ty Sunderland, Ashley
Simpson Ross
performing Out of My Head and
Yeah,
Pieces
yeah.
of Me. I think it was Christian Siriano's after party.
Mm-hmm.
Live vocals.
Live vocals.
Like, again, I feel like I'm like, oh my God, who's listening? I'm scared. Because I really do put blinders on. I try not to think about it. But like, if anyone who helped facilitate this is listening, I need you to understand like how iconic this is and how exciting this made me feel. I wasn't even there. I watched it on Instagram
but also
stories.
like give us an invite if you were.
oh, okay. I'm happy to be a fan. I've resorted to being a fan at this point. Also, Ty, I mean, I DM'd him, but like, I'm like, you need to understand how major this is.
Yeah.
And yeah, Samantha Mumba performed.
I know, I saw the videos.
The girls.
I was busy having a high fashion moment of my own, but we'll get to that
No.
in a moment. But so congrats, Ava. But honestly, congrats on this Instagram post, which also should be in high fashion. Caption, busy being an industry plant. Love.
Leaning in.
Lean in.
We love a lean in.
Lean in. Just own the joke, own the criticism.
Well, someone who's certainly leading into something.
Being a cartoon.
Yeah, with that little pig. Katy Perry is back. We got our first look at Mrs. Leopard.
Yeah.
What's the tea? What's the...
They knew what they were doing.
Mrs. Leopard has got her DeSoy wine.
Yeah.
And she's sitting there with Susie Sheep's mom, talking shit about the entire town.
Shit.
What's the tea?
Yep, she voices.
I want to see that series. I want to see
the after
Mrs. Leopard.
the after show.
And what is Susie Sheep's mom's name? Deborah Sheep.
Gretchen. I don't know.
Gretchen, Mrs. Sheep. I want to see
Barbara.
I want to see those bitches drinking wine.
Yep.
Talking shit. You know, Housewives reunion, but for the moms of Peppa Pig. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That is camp.
That's what
but they
we
can
need.
all be voiced
the Adult
by
Swim Peppa Pig.
They can all be voiced by pop stars.
It's a concept. Well, she posted this behind, which honestly was it gave me war flashbacks to the
Sims.
The Sims.
Which I gotta say, that song is kind of a bop and Simlish.
Of course it is.
Like, why does it go off?
Because she writes for 5-year-olds. But
my God. Also, that pack was like so cute and ahead of its time.
Well,
actually, no, Christina Aguilera paved that path.
Yeah. Well,
Christina Aguilera in Sims 1.
The doors she's opened.
Those pixels walked.
Yeah.
Oh, and Avril Lavigne.
Yep.
So that Katy Perry in Sims 2 could run.
Honestly. Yeah, she showed us behind the scenes recording. She said, surprise, I got to voice the new Mrs. Leopard in the Peppa Pig wedding special. See it in select cinemas starting tomorrow.
Oh.
But my favorite line, drop an oink oink if you're delighted.
Why do leopards don't oink?
I know it is Peppa.
Oh.
I can't with any of that, but...
Oh, speaking of pigs.
Oh.
Did you see...
Which ex are we talking about?
I don't have one.
I know.
Chaperone. Did you see that look that she did with the pig nose?
No, I didn't. Did she? Oh, I see it. This little piggy went wee all the way to the after party because she was not invited to the actual Grammys.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Good for her for doing something
different,
outlandish.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. I don't need everything to be like the classic shocking VMAs red carpet, but we did have fun.
Yeah.
We did.
It's also just cool to see like fun makeup.
Yeah.
Like it really looks.
It does really look like
real.
A pig nose. Yeah. Well, the makeup girls are all about town because you know what? It's recently come to my attention that I love Fashion Week.
And guess what? It's Fashion Week again.
I think, as a result, it's time.
I say we cancel it. No. What if we just get rid of it? How about that?
Get rid of it.
No, the girls like it. They did vote it. They liked it.
Yeah.
I think it's time for this weekly segment that we like to call High Fashion. So editorial.
Guys, this is awesome.
This is a billboard.
This is super high fashion.
Oh my God, that's so high fashion.
So high fashion. Well, the girls are out in full force and all together in the same room.
Legends only.
For the most part.
Oh. Who we like to call out?
Oh, name them. No, I'd rather not. But in any case, Edward Enninful, legendary EIC of British Vogue, is stepping away from the position. And we've known this for a while now, but this was his final, his big sign-off cover. As a result, they enlisted 40 of the world's leading ladies to come together in the same room for a major photo shoot for the available February 13th issue. So, okay, this cover comes out. My first reaction was, oh, nice. Like, they got all these people to come in and take a photo. Then the video came out.
Yeah, no, you could tell this was done in person because the lighting is even.
And you go, holy shit, that's not just photoshopped.
No, they are all in the same room.
That's insane. Did you
in
see
the
the
same
call
placements?
sheet?
I couldn't even.
The call sheet is crazy. It goes from 8:30 to 2 p.m. The last two arrivals were Oprah and Dua Lipa.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting.
I would have been sitting there like, you tell that Houdini girl, watch her as she goes.
Yeah, I believe it was like 8:30 to 2 p.m. were all the arrivals coming
Okay.
all the time. But this was quite the feat. And truly, until the video came out, then it became legendary because I was only going to be like, cute to the idea of 40 people posing. Like, still a feat, but same room,
Yeah.
same time, legendary. Very iconic. I pray, the PAs on that set.
Yes.
Just all of it, really. I can't imagine getting all of that together. The glam, all
But
of
I
that.
mean, look at the final product.
Final product is gorgeous. Love it.
Worth.
Yes, so many
Serena
legends.
Williams at the top, right
Yes.
underneath that big Vogue.
Everywhere you look, Jane Fonda. There's so many people in this.
Selma Blair.
Selma Blair.
Oh, that was the other thing I loved about this was they had like pairings of the stars like walking, I'm assuming to set,
Yes.
like together. And so it was all pairs that you would never.
Fun pairings. Yeah. Unexpected pairings.
Unexpected pairings.
Yeah. Miley, Dua,
Laverne.
Laverne,
Naomi.
Naomi, Linda Evangelista. Very cool. A sign-off, a legendary sign-off, and also just really representative of how the industry and these women feel about Edward.
Is this his sign off or is British Vogue?
Just his.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll continue.
I mean, that is very iconic.
It's just a sign of the ultimate like respect and whatever. You
Right.
know, it's like clearly.
like, yes, I will sit here all day
Yeah.
on this stool waiting for Dua Lipa
Mhm.
for you.
Yeah.
Kidding,
Literally.
I'm teasing.
Literally. She was on a vacation and she did come. Her leaving a vacation to come here, that tells you everything. But yeah, Kate Moss. I mean, just everywhere you look.
Yeah.
Salma. So shout out to British Vogue, which we consistently shout out as like slaying
Superior.
the Vogues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the Renaissance Tees photo
Yeah,
shoot on the
I
horse?
mean-
Oh my God.
We could go on and on and on and on.
And that was all him. So praise well worth.
Sorry, Miss Anna.
So sorry, Miss Anna. I would also like to give a shout out. You know, it is Fashion Week here, and I was very lucky to be invited to the MAC Cosmetics pop-up New York Fashion Week party on Friday night.
Mac L'Oreal. Yep. Because they're worth it. Not sponsored.
Which is a legendary brand, which I was reminded of as we walked into the party because
I was really jealous when I saw this photo that you posted.
none other than RuPaul's iconic Viva Glam red outfit, which I am told exclusive insider tea was guarded 24 hours by security.
As it should be.
Yes.
That campaign
Mhm.
is so iconic. Like I remember seeing that as a kid.
And it was heartwarming to see how much they embraced it in this pop-up to continue. Like, it's like they're so still proud of it.
Yeah.
Which is great. It was, of course, very groundbreaking then, but it's nice to see they still are proud of that work and that campaign, because they played the original ads or runways of Rue on the screens. It was a very cool setup. They took over a Chinatown gift shop situation with all this MAC like hats and bags and, of course, all these lipsticks and stuff. So I assume it'll be like open as an activation all weekend for people to come in and buy stuff. Yeah, it was really cool. And there were cameras everywhere in a sort of surveillance kind of thing where everywhere you looked, you were being broadcast on a different TV, which you could get you a little self-conscious, but it was fun. It was like, yeah, you were like on TV.
Retro
the
vibes.
TVs there. Very, yeah. Aquaria was there. Tommy Dorfman. Who else did I see? I said hi to Honey of Honey Balenciaga fame. I said...
You ate that the fuck
You
up?
ate it the fuck up at the Renaissance tour, of course. She's a sweetie. Then there was a surprise performance because I was invited very nicely. Donna Paula, her team invited me to come to this event. She is a MAC ambassador. She just did a campaign video with them. I did the Nylon story with her, premiering a video. I went to her concert and was supposed to meet her then, but then she wasn't feeling good after the show. So didn't get to meet her then. She was coming to this. They were like, come here. We're going to introduce you guys. So I got to meet her. Well, I got to that in a moment. But before that happened, we all had to move back 20 feet. And I was like, what's happening? And then JT City Girls comes in.
Iconic.
I did not expect it. And it was just randomly act up in front of everyone, which was...
It looked so cool.
It was very cool, actually.
It reminded me of the old Patricia Field store.
Mhm.
Like that kind of, not claustrophobic, but like very just cool shit
Definitely.
everywhere you looked.
Yeah.
I have a Christina Aguilera
Ooh.
tin that
From there?
Rory got me from
Oh,
Patricia Field. It's her sitting stripped era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it was a really coolly designed situation. And then after that performance, I got to say hi to Donna, and that was everything. She's so fucking fierce. She looked amazing. We talked a little bit about things that are coming up. I can't say much, but some exciting things are in the works. And she was just lovely and delightful. And also my friend got to say hi, and he's from Monterey, and they like talked for a little bit about that, which was like really cool. People were gagged that I met her there, but people were more gagged that I was at a makeup event. They were like, Mua era incoming.
Yeah. I mean,
but
it's all connected. Music and
then
lip kit.
she sat down. She did like a few applications of it for their like content. She posed with things and stuff. It was cool to watch her at work and like do that. So very happy I got my moment with her for now, and hopefully more to come. Yeah. Well, speaking of fashion, I mean, we did mention it.
My high fashion for the week is still Miley's Bob Mackie dress. Like, I'm just not over it. Like, it's so good.
It's
vintage,
classic, timeless, will be an iconic performance.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, I think it's time for our next segment.
Uh-huh.
Shall we have a little bit of TikTok talk?
It's so nice that we could say it at the same time again. I forgot we did it remotely last week.
Oh, well, don't give away the secret.
Oh, right.
Magic in the editing.
Oh.
Remote. I'll just tell everyone
Can't
now.
even notice.
I say it first, and then I tell Brad to say it, and then I just blend it together when we record remotely. It sounds like we're in sync and not on a 1 second delay. Oh yeah, we're glad you're feeling better.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a rough one. It was the common cold. I forgot they were common.
Yeah, she
comes around every now and then, but she's gone now. She's somewhere
Watch her
regretting.
ass go.
Yeah. I had the Houdini cold. Anyway, back to TikTok, which I will just say my grievance right off the top. We've talked about this on the episode. It was real bad this week. The TikTok shop.
Oh,
that video I posted of my experience on the FYP. Granted, I like X'd out of the application, got back in, it was better again. Like sometimes I feel like it accidentally sends you a really shitty algorithm, but it's too much.
Still just
it's
the
QVC
emails too, because I signed up for TikTok Shop.
Yeah,
because I did get that bag, which I do love.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, maybe I'll promote it. I did one post. The emails every day, I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
But I do love the bag.
In any case, I have some late breaking news. I put this in the last minute in the document. You started learning a new language.
I did.
You did. And I fear that your short time on this app has already sent the mascot into I don't know what.
This is so funny.
A tizzy. You were on this for all of 1 week, and all of a sudden, Duolingo, the bird, does he have a name?
I don't...
Duo? I think it might be Duo, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. Duo Lipa got a BBL from Dr. Miami.
Why does it like kind of eat too? Like, I hope it keeps it. It's so funny.
It's so funny. The doctor puts the marker on his measurements and
puts them on the
sizes
table.
up the size of the ham chunks that will be on his ass.
Oh, they go in there with that little prong.
They do.
And they just suck all the fat out of your stomach and they shove it up your ass.
They do. That's a normal Friday night for some.
I should get that done.
Yeah. Well, he came out of that office with 2 nice round buns. Although the girls have been not so kind. Somebody made a Grindr screenshot that says, yeah, I wanted a BBL at first, but I don't have enough body fat. And they showed a picture of Duo with the surgery, and the guy replies, oh, girl, that's botched.
That's so funny.
Oh, yeah. So be on the lookout for a new and improved Duo while you're learning French.
Oh my God. Wait. Okay. I am learning French.
Omelette du fromage.
J'ai mangé
You ate?
un hamburger et une bière. I don't know how to say it today, but that I
Wait. Well, no, that's Spanish. Sorry.
I ate a hamburger and a beer.
Wow.
Look at that.
You're basically like naturally.
I'm like kind of getting like really good.
You're
Not
very
really good.
fluent.
I'm getting. Oh, also I learned because I'm learning past and present.
Yeah.
So there's j'ai mange and j'ai mangé, and so now I'm understanding what those little flicks are on the top of letters. Like when you
Wait.
look at Beyonce and it's like the little thing on top.
Yes, but you took Spanish. You know
Yeah,
that.
but I just thought it was pretty. I didn't understand what it actually was, and
oh
now,
my God.
but now I get it
Oh, wow.
because there's mange and manger
Yeah.
with the little flick,
Yeah.
like Beyonce.
As it turns out, not just aesthetic.
Also, I learned like parfum is French.
Yeah. Eau de parfum.
Yeah,
Wow.
I have to say, I have nothing exciting going on in my life except for this.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Well, learning languages is so
Like
much
learning
fun.
anything is so fun.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Is just learn constantly. Yeah.
Keep on learning French.
Oh, say.
Yeah.
Chic, c'est la vie.
Yeah.
It's the life.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm
like
loving
learning.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm literally Luann.
You are.
Mhm.
You're going to be fluent by this trip. When is this trip?
I'm not saying.
But like,
I don't want people, Taylor Swift, tracking my flights.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Have you looked into anti-anxiety medication?
No.
Oh, no. Well, that's
Oui.
very French. Oui. Well, somebody actually did take an aeroplane.
Je suis un idiot.
Un idiot?
Yeah.
Don't talk badly on yourself.
Well, no, because you guys were scaring me in the live chat. The icons, everyone's like, oh, the French are so rude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but I'm from New York. I can handle that.
Right.
So then I figured I would learn how to say, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot, I don't speak French. So if I run into a problem, they would know that I'm trying and I'm trying to be respectful.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I'll let you guys know.
They'll say, yeah, we know.
Uh-huh. And then I heard it last night. I was telling people that I was about French and like, oh, be careful.
Yeah.
They're mean to Americans.
Yeah.
They're going to give you a look like this.
Mm.
And I said, well, do you see these 11s? I can give the look right back. I've got them for a reason. Like, hello.
Oh, God. I can't wait for this vlogging journey.
Oh, I'm going to vlog it.
I'm very excited to see how it goes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if anyone speaks French that's listening to this, did I do a good job saying?
You're just going to have hamburgers for a week and saying we.
Okay, but how long have you known me? Is that all I
That's
get?
kind of all you do.
Like at the Dickens, like un hamburger, like
Yeah.
thank you.
They're going to be like, I don't understand you. I'm sorry. I'm a French.
Yeah. How do you say White Claw in French?
Do you think they'll have it
I
there?
could just say White Claw.
You might have to get French versions of those things.
I'll try it.
Yeah.
I tried rosé for like the first time in my life this weekend.
Oh.
So
Wait, was it your first time?
yeah, I think.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Wow. You're really packing in the
Yeah.
French while you can.
I learned how to say it's it's not j'ai bon. No. J'ai bois. I drank.
Oh.
J'ai bois and j'ai I'll get there. I'm learning.
You're learning.
Oh my god. It's hard,
Yeah.
but I'm getting better.
I only did French for about 2 weeks.
But it's like so like couvance though. Like when I finally, now that I'm reading it and I see like mange and like
No, yeah, that's why they always
the
say that,
vous
like,
and
the
the
language of
tout.
love. It sounds very...
it's so like, oh my god.
Mm.
Instead of being like, tu mang, which is how I would pronounce it like normally if I read it. It's so hot. Watch I find a man, I get elope, I run away.
I hope it happens. I hope it happens for you.
We're gonna go to Versailles.
Yeah?
The big, yes.
Oh, wow. That's fun.
Yeah. The big mansion. Marie Antoinette. Ooh.
She ate.
It was bad for her.
Oh, she's the one who said let them eat cake, right?
Yeah, although they sort of, in typical
kinda-
fashion, it was sort of convoluted and not
kind of
actually
a
how she
serve.
said. No, yeah. Eat my ass.
That's one thing I don't have to learn how to say.
No, that's true. That's off your
Anyway.
list. That's not on your list.
Not sponsored by Duolingo, by the way. None of this. That was like a whole segment,
Yeah.
but I like really have been telling everyone about it.
Yeah.
I'm
People
also
love it.
like, there's like a chart
Mhm.
of like your XP, and I'm battling it out with this one girl. She keeps passing me, and then I'll sit there and I will sit there and do 5 more lessons.
Voulez-vous, motherfucker.
Literally, I'm like, I'm not losing my 3rd place,
Mhm.
and then she'll pass me, and I'll sit there and I'm learning more.
Good.
Yeah.
Learn out
really
of
gets-
spite.
it-
That's
yeah,
like
literally.
truly your motivator.
Mm-hmm. I'll show you. I don't know how to say bitch in French yet. DM me. How do I say that in French? I'm not going to say it out loud on here. It might be a slur.
Okay. Yeah. We'll find out.
Anyway, on the subject of TikTok, since UMG has pulled all audio off of it still, there is, however, a Rihanna work meets the 1975 mashup that is going around. We will include this in our Instagram roundup so you can hear it, because I don't want to get copyright flagged and play it on here.
The Work Chocolate Temple remix.
Yeah.
Yes, we will include that in the roundup.
Also,
yeah.
there is a DNB remix of Toxic that I stumbled upon. And we all know how we feel about Toxic, right?
Heard of it.
Locals.
This is Phibes, Phibes remix. It is a heavy DNB mix of Toxic, and it is honestly phenomenal. It's on SoundCloud. It's on TikTok. It's like, you guys know how I feel about like sampling Britney. I'm like very picky.
Mm-hmm.
I would pitch this to get a release because it is fire.
Yeah, the girls are getting creative because they can't use songs anymore. So
Yeah.
they're like, let's mix and mash.
Yeah.
However, we do have new music, which I guess, that won't be allowed to be streamed either. The new releases.
A lot of them, yeah.
Oh
Won't
my
be on
God.
TikTok.
This is going to be weird. What a weird time. But
They'll
in any
figure it
case,
out.
we do have new music that you can listen to normally on streaming platforms.
Yes.
Unlike Emma Bunton's Free Me.
Oh, can you please go off on this? Because your rant, I'm like, if anyone's going to make moves for this,
And I have.
could be you.
It might be me. And I will take credit.
Why don't you let everyone know what that is?
Emma Bunton, Baby Spice, has a second studio album called Free Me. It is a sort of 60s pop inspired, breezy, brilliant album.
Incredible.
Had hits like Maybe and Free Me, Crickets Sing for Anna Maria. It was great. 2003? 4, because we're on the 20th anniversary. Due to licensing issues or whatever with like 19 Entertainment, Simon Fuller, whoever owns the rights, this album has never made it onto streaming. And while there's been albums like that over the years, they've eventually made it happen. But this album remains
Santa Claus Lane.
Santa Claus Lane.
You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, not officially, but like we do take credit.
Yes. Well, 4 years ago, I believe she was celebrating the debut solo album getting on streaming, and she had written like, I'm going to get Free Me and the third album, Life in Mono, up next. 4 years ago, said that she was working on it. It never happened. And this week, she celebrated the 20th anniversary of Free Me, and I popped off on
really
every
went in.
platform possible.
This is your circling back.
Just circling
to a comment
back.
that you made earlier in the episode when you were like, what is one thing that I've really gone off on? This is it.
This is actually it. Because we live in a time where Murder on the Dance Floor can go viral 20 years later, or any song, any album for any reason on TikTok, on movie soundtracks, whatever. I jokingly said it, but I'm serious. It is irresponsible not to have that music freely available on streaming because you don't know when your song's going to hit. If
Exactly.
Taylor Swift makes out with Travis Kelce and maybe starts playing at the Super Bowl, you're not going to be ready when a million people go looking for it.
Oh my, that's actually like whatever's playing in the stadium during like a oh wow.
Like it's as an artist, it's actually irresponsible to have, and it's not even obscure in the sense of like nobody ever heard this album. Like those were hit songs.
Oh yeah.
Emma sang maybe on the Return of the Spice Girls tour, I believe, during her solo section.
Yeah.
It's been around. So
I had the CD, lost it, and had to rebuy it on eBay.
And it's also like it's not a random solo Spice. It's arguably one of the best solo Spice albums there is. Also, the photography is fucking amazing. She looks so hot.
It is the best solo Spice album, in my opinion.
It might be. Like, there's like Northern Star, Mel C, which gave us I Turn to You. Jerry's debut, Look at Me, like very iconic.
They're all good, actually.
But like this one, she really nailed it with like a cool sound and vibe.
And it was so different.
It was.
It was ahead of its time.
It was. So it went to number 7 and had 3 top 10 singles. I'll Be There Too. Yeah. God. Oh my God. With this album, she became the only Spice Girl to have sold more copies of her second album than the first. Fun fact. Anyway.
Successful Spice.
I'm pissed about it. I'm commenting on her Instagram with a little rant that it's not available. I'm tweeting her, whatever. The update that I have for you is...
Oh my God, this is breaking news for me.
Multiple things. Pop Music Activism, which is the one that has been getting albums online for years that we've shouted out. They're CCing me into a conversation that's ongoing with Emma's manager.
This is the account to block.
This is the account to block.
Moo-moos.
Yes. Universal confirmed that they don't hold rights outside the UK, which seems odd since they released it worldwide back in the day, indicating that 19 still holds the rights but refuse to engage in the subject. I have gotten multiple DMs from people saying that 19 Entertainment is not interested in digitalizing their shit, which is insane. It's been a rights mess, but then somebody else messaged me who has passed this up the chain and they forwarded it to somebody. So I think I'm making headway.
Oh my God. Make the headlines. If you don't want, like, then just give her back the masters. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't even...
Just give her the masters back to her own album and let her decide.
I won't shout this person out, but your Emma post inspired me to send an email to reps at UMG. This person has a certain job that connects them.
Oh.
I'm making things happen. It's just annoying, like watching Sophie have her moment right now, and not that like the U.S. didn't know about Murder either. Murder on the Dance Floor. So if Sped Up Maybe went viral on TikTok, they would get nothing for it. It wouldn't. It just pisses me off. So I'm fighting the good fight.
That's a good fight to fight.
It is. It's also shocking because she is a radio host and it's done like she's fairly still connected to music, and it's like how
and they've been keeping the legacy of the band alive.
Yeah.
So it just makes more content.
And again, it's an album with 3 top 10s. It's not obscure. Like, it's crazy. I know it's available in the UK, but like, come on. Brazil doesn't have it, and that is a problem.
Yeah.
If Brazil can't stream your music, you might as well not be a performer.
Fact.
Like, come on. So I think the tipping point was her being like, let's celebrate.
I'm like, where are we listening to it?
Oh, the scratched version that's in my fucking...
Oh, it's computer that has no CD player in it anymore?
Yeah. Let me go run over to Book Off and see if there's a used copy somewhere in the basement. It's just silly. So I did pop off on all platforms. It was like the most like comment on her Instagram.
Oh my God, this is going to be your fan demanded version.
Can you imagine? Free me, Mew Mew's fan demanded version.
I'm here for it.
And it is, and it's at the end of the day, it comes from a place of love, of wanting somebody who we love
whose music is fucking amazing to be heard.
To be heard.
Yes.
I mourn every year that Gen Z has no idea who this person, like, that there's a solo album there that they could listen. Like, it's just, it gets me so riled up. And it took so many years for not even just her, but like so many artists to like get on board to go the extra mile and get their album on streaming. Like,
maybe really could chart.
Right. Maybe. And I'll be there and Free Me. My God. We do have the Dr. Octavio on streaming oddly, but it's not enough. So this is my fight song.
Another Spice Girl update. Sporty Spice was hanging out with Disclosure and Dom Dalla and Dom Dalla's mom. I don't know what's happening there.
I don't know it.
But I'm here for it.
Definitely.
Imagine like a Mel C vocal on a Disclosure and Dom Dalla beat. Are you chart topper? #1.
Amazing. That would be incredible.
Because I was like, yeah, what's happening here on this occasion?
I hope she gives vocals to at least one of those two, if not both.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this makes the second Spice Girl I've yelled at this year. And
Victoria
posted her post stamp. I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah, she was in the 40 Legends.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She was.
Any progress on Let Your Head Go?
No, not yet. Yeah, it's such a nightmare. And it's crazy to me that all these really money-hungry people can't think about that. Like, don't see it as like an obvious... Wouldn't you want to get revenue from every possible corner? Switch the albums on everywhere that you ever owned.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to me. I really do hope Sophie's moment like inspires people to consider digitalizing their back catalog. Like, speaking of, she's having a moment. She is performing in Late Night this week. I'm thrilled for her. And allegedly she's back in the studio and she's going to churn out an album soon, I hope so.
We love to see it.
We love to see it.
Well, she has a new remix of Murder on the Dance Floor out this week by P Now.
Oh, yeah.
That is great.
Yeah, they're keeping it fresh with new remixers, which is cool.
It's not like too far of a stretch from the original.
Right.
But it's got a different groove, DJ.
And I also think this song is going to be a festival staple in the same way that Running Up That Hill.
Yes.
They're going to add it to things because this is such an instant response on the dance floor that it's a no-brainer to add it to your festival sets.
Just
love
joyous.
It. Joyous.
Well, we also have the return of Casey Musgraves this week. Miss
Musgraves.
I love this song.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure how you felt about it.
I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it either. I saw the key art, tits out in the grass, and I was like, I don't know about this one. And then I was immediately in love with the lyrics. It is so relatable for me personally right now.
Yeah.
And it's such a vibe.
Yeah.
And it's like just her. Like it's so classically her. And I'm like, oh, she went to Iceland.
I was going to say.
And she went out in nature and she really found inspiration.
She basically took edibles, went to Iceland. Like she basically did what you were planning to do.
Yeah. Before the volcano.
Working with Hannah Lux Davis. Like, just the right amount of surrealism in that video. It's like, you know, sort of a return to simple life, living at home, doing chores, but then floating boulders and giant head coming out of the grass.
Yeah.
Like just the right amount of like, oh, she's probably still hitting that gravity bong here or there, as she should. But yeah, I loved this. I immediately was into it. I got the same feeling I did when I heard Slow Burn from Golden Hour.
Oh.
It's the same sort of like very simple, just guitar song, telling truths about life and where you're at. And kind of, for me, it's the perfect intro to this album, in my opinion. I don't know how it sounds yet, but it felt very like, here's where I'm at.
Yeah, it's like a new chapter.
Yeah.
Letting things go, letting people go, bad habits go.
Yeah.
It's such a real thing.
It is.
That happens in life.
And she's definitely striking extra well with us because she's 35. She discussed My Saturn Has Returned as like her opening statement, which a lot of us at our age right now, if you believe in like the Saturn's return thing from like 27 to 35 being, that's like a wider scope, but basically a time of change and turmoil, and she's maybe feeling the dust settle a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like so
my next
accurate.
like phase is the later half of this year.
Oh,
apparently.
Interesting.
But I'm all for the astrology edible girl.
Oh yeah,
vibe.
absolutely.
I'm like,
yeah.
For everyone who's like thinking that I always say people need to go electronic, this is like also my speed.
Yeah.
Is like the moon, astrology.
And I think there will be some more interesting elements deeper into the album too. Like if you heard Slow Burn, you wouldn't have expected High Horse on the same album. So I think we'll hear some more. She recorded it largely at Electric Lady Studios downtown.
Oh.
Deeply inspired by New York, actually, she said. We'll see what comes of that.
City Dreams.
Same to
City Lights.
City Lights. Same collaborators as Golden Hour. One song with the guy who did her debut single. So nice return to form there is coming. I just like how she takes really big life concepts and simplifies them in her writing style. It's very straightforward. And I loved the line about how she grew up thinking the world was flat as a plate and that's okay. But then I grew up and realized that life wasn't what it seemed. And I had to take the reins from there and learn about life.
Oh, I love it.
Me too.
And I wasn't even like a little muskrat.
Right. Like a friend of mine tried to get me into her at like the debut stage in 2013. I was less receptive to being told to listen to this country girl. But then I found out she's actually really fucking cool. Follow Your Arrow. That song where she basically says it's okay to be gay and a little feminine. And she was talking about weed back then too. I don't know. She's cool.
We love.
I
need to reveal my Edibles New York City song that I wrote.
Oh, live debut?
I mean, I could read like a line of it. Maybe that'd be funny.
Okay. Is it called I Love New York?
No, it's called City.
Okay. There's a concept.
I'm really not good at like song titles.
Got it.
But I'll just read a line from it. Dreams. I feel like the thing is, I have a serious side outside of my tits coming down the chimney. I'm a Gemini.
You are?
So anyway, dreams crash like waves on the shore, lost in the rhythm of revolving doors.
Ooh.
That's all I'll read. Get it?
I get it.
Like I had my dreams, my TV dreams were shattered.
That's good.
Like the waves because like waves crash.
Wrap it up,
I'm
Taylor.
Lost.
You're over. It is.
Welcome so really
to
want to
New
give
York.
it up for Lana Del Rey. She's a legend. Anyway.
Love it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's more to be revealed from the secret New York sessions.
Oh my. Oh, Hell's Kitchen sessions.
The edible sessions.
That's not a good.
Hell's Kitchen
I don't know
sessions.
about that one.
I've been to those. I don't know about that.
Anyway. Yeah, I have another song called Sunset Vibes.
Oh, that needs to happen.
Yeah. Late nights, city lights, 6 p.m., sunset vibes.
Oh.
Kind of, Cavant. Cavant. Anyway,
and the only way to like, I have the concept for that one. You actually have to have Delta Work voice that.
Ooh.
And like speak spoken word, like late nights.
Yeah. Like I want like just a biting, like spoken word.
It would be full circle to have her do a vibe song after ranting about vibes. That would be so funny.
Oh my God. Also, I do like understand why when people were coming for me for like sunset vibes, like I understand it now. Like I literally, anyway, it was just a sunset.
Yeah.
Back to the new music of the week. The Blessed Madonna is back. This was actually last week, but I forgot to add it.
Yeah.
With Clementine Douglas. The song is called Happier. I love it.
I love this song so much. And then one of my friends sent it to me and he goes, Imagine This by the Sugar Babes. And then I lost my mind because I could totally hear it. Ugh. But yeah, this was really good. Bless Madonna. She's great.
A legend.
A legend.
We teased her for that album.
Not me, though.
It's fine.
The girls definitely went hard on her on Twitter in a way that was like really unfair.
But like she's also in Grand Theft Auto as like a DJ. Like that's iconic.
Yeah.
But yeah, the song is great. Also, we have Beer Cans Rise Up.
Beer cans or beef cans, depending on if you're on the Discord.
Oh my God. Shout out to Chris. Oh, Chris is the one who posted. So I feel like should I not
Put
be
him
shouting?
on blast.
I'll put him on blast. Chris is an in real life friend, but also one of our Patreon supporters. He was the one who posted the Miley reel that made me cry.
Oh, well, he made you cry.
Yeah. But typoed beef can
in
our
instead of beer
Discord.
can.
And it is so funny. And I feel like we may keep saying that.
We might. Well, beef cans, we are eating. So crack open a can because
the flavor.
She
ate this the fuck up.
She ate this the fuck up. And I do feel like Miss Beer has figured out her sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's brooding, menacing, moody meets banger.
Yes.
I want her to
sultry,
be this.
soft-spoken.
But there's something underlying it that's a little menacing, in my opinion. I kind of went off. I wrote about it, but I feel
it's
like
that League of Legends edge that she's got.
Is.
She was Evelyn, right?
Yeah.
She is so if you know League of Legends. So Evelyn, I don't even know what she is. She's like evil, but she's like fierce. And she sneaks around. You can't see her. And then she like sends a little kiss at you. And then she hits you with it and it stuns you. And then she goes in and she's like whoosh, and scratches you with her nails. She's got a really good manicure.
And that is who Madison Beer is.
She's got like little horns, hot pink, tits out.
Yes.
And she scuttles around. She goes, I know you want me. I like it in the dark. It's literally Madison Beer.
It is.
It's so good.
She was born to be her.
Yeah. Did we say what the song is called?
Make You Mine.
Yeah.
We didn't even say Deeper Well, I don't think, for Casey.
Oh.
That's what that one's called.
Yeah.
This one is Make You Mine, and it's like a stuck on repeat kind of. It's a song about being infatuated with somebody to a degree that I think is sort of, it reminds me of the Netflix show You. There's like an obsession quality to it that I think is low-key scary.
Yeah.
The first verse is like, I've got a shrine of you in my head. Hello, Helga Pataki.
Oh my God.
She's got a bubblegum shrine of you in her closet. It's more, it's very like, come see the walls of my mind. They're all shrined to you. Like, that's scary.
My dream apartment is Hey Arnold's apartment.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Someone recreated it in Blender in 3D on Instagram with like actual rain sounds on that sunroof.
One day. And yeah, even the promo photos of her on the bed and the lyric video, she's giving me Megan Fox Jennifer's Body a little bit. It's like menacing schoolgirl vibe a bit.
I'm so here for it.
She's had a great year. She had the Grammy nomination for immersive album, I think it was, or something like that. And then the memoir came out, and now she's about to tour across Europe and the US. So
let's go.
It looks great. I've seen footage from other shows, so we're ready. Beer cans, beef cans.
Beef cans, rise up. I know you want me. Another one of the girls is back. Well, speaking of astrology,
yeah.
Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus. You stand Zara Larson. By the way, speaking of you stand Zara Larson, Ronnie, and the other gay, who has been menacing everybody.
Menacing.
Did you see Harry menacing Ellie Goulding and referencing the tweet about the fucking children?
No.
And made Ellie Goulding laugh. That one actually did send me.
The one that she says, well, where the fuck are they?
Yeah.
Period. I was one of those missing children that you asked about where they are, so I appreciate you.
This one was funny.
He's got a bit.
Yeah.
You know, he's got one down at this point, and now I think he's going to get to the level where people expect him. Like, celebrities will be aware of this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was an Addison Rae one recently, too.
Yeah. Kylie.
Yeah.
Well, he stands Zara Larsson.
Mm-hmm. And so do I.
Right.
Because Zara ate this fucking album all the way up. I don't want to say that I was shocked. Because that's rude.
Yes.
I was bopping along to every single track. It also kind of like, hear me out, her vocal sometimes reminds me of Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Compliment. And I was like, oh, this is like...
Basically that meme of like, good enough. Can you put out R9? Pretend this is R9.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I was going to say it, but then I was like, I don't want to sound like rude, but...
No, yeah. No, I get it.
Also, I'm obsessed with the album cover.
Cover is so... Well, you know what this was inspired by.
What?
Brooke Hogan's The Redemption.
By the way, that pop account, Pop 2000s Hits or whatever,
Yeah.
posted Everywhere to Me or whatever.
Oh, yeah, Michelle Branch.
Everywhere You Are or whatever. Brooke's first single.
Oh, Brooke, yeah.
Yeah. Everything You Know.
That's incredible.
She's like so Britney in it.
Yeah.
Like doing the pom-poms.
Yeah.
Ugh. We need a Brooke Hogan redemption arc.
We sure do.
Literally redemption. But anyway, back to Zara. Obsessed with the album.
Mhm.
Love it. Start to finish. Really enjoyed it.
I'm excited to dive in. I truthfully haven't because I was writing about what we're about to talk about and a couple of the other songs, but I have seen that the girls on Discord are loving.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I had it on repeat. Also, Justice for On My Love.
Oh, yeah, On My Love. Mm-hmm.
Those chords at the beginning.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I know. She just did, I think, like a Spotify live listening party as well when the album dropped.
Oh.
Yeah, On My Love ended up going to number 6 UK dance, number 15 UK single.
Taste.
Yeah.
But my favorite new music of the week, and yours too, I think.
Yes.
Shy Girl. The EP has dropped.
Club Shy. I mean,
Come on.
start to finish. Press play and go. 15-minute DJ set right there for you.
It's so good.
It's
I
so
need
good.
more.
I know. We need more.
I need club residency. Shy residency.
Honestly.
Shy Vegas. Shy re-extended.
I know. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tracks. We've heard half of them that she's released once per month, but now the full thing's here. It's just perfect from start to finish. There's so many people on it. Empress of, Lolo Zoe, Boys Noise, SG Lewis.
Yeah.
Kosha. I think the focus track is Mr. Useless with SG Lewis. I think that'll be the one that they push as the single.
That's the one I got in my Spotify algorithm.
Yeah. That one is incredible. The synth on it reminds me of the popcorn sample that was in Tuvalu's To Die For.
Oh.
But yeah, the songs are either about being a fierce bitch or putting a man on mute or telling them they're useless.
Well,
say no more.
spilled.
Say no more. It's literally like, I'm really fierce or go fuck yourself. Forever is the only one that's like, you're going to be obsessed with me forever, which facts. And then fake is like being, I don't want to be real. I want to be a fake bitch. Mute is so much fun. It's, for me, it reminds me, it's like the cool girl continuation of Gaga and Beyonce Telephone.
Yeah.
Just put that guy on mute. Don't ruin your night.
Fact.
Do not disturb. Absolutely true.
I love being on Do Not Disturb.
I am permanently. I don't love that other people see that. It feels violent that it sees that like I'm not available to. I just don't want to see notifications. That's all. Yeah. It's not personal.
You can change that.
Oh.
So like I have different settings. So I have like hard Do Not Disturb, which is like everything, and it will tell you Do Not Disturb me, which is my nighttime one. Then I have my personal one that's like you. So like it won't show it to you, but it would show it to like people I don't talk to or like
interesting.
Phone calls and apps. But like you can still text me and it will come through.
Interesting. Oh, layers to this shit.
Oh yeah, you can customize I have a no social media one.
Oh,
That's like all texts are available, but all my social media apps are hidden.
wow.
I have an edit option that only shows my editing. Yeah,
Shit.
I went in.
You did.
I would love to be the book I was reading. I'm still reading it. Is like the guy is on Do Not Disturb 24/7.
Yeah, that's what I'm at.
Yeah.
Except when my delivery's coming. Then I turn it off because I don't want to miss that call.
Hey.
Hey.
I want to bring back away messages
Definitely.
on iMessage and everywhere. Like a status symbol, like a little,
Yeah.
hey.
And then they would get an Evanescence quote just
Yeah.
like 20 years ago.
Anyway, this EP is great. And I feel like Shy Girl is on the brink of really getting a massive moment.
Mm-hmm.
I want Christina Aguilera to work with her
Mm-hmm.
so that in 10 years we can say that she was ahead of her time again.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like Madonna would be interesting with Shy Girl. Who
Yeah.
else? I don't think she would do it, but like Beyonce.
I don't see why not. I mean, Gaga also had her on the remix album.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just think she's like on the brink of like really blowing up bigger.
Yeah. And then one that I just added now because I realized I mentioned it, but it actually came out, is the Kylie and Sia Dance Alone, which is Sia's song with a Kylie feature, which they teased during the Vegas residency. She played it before she went on the stage.
Sang it at dinner.
Sang it at dinner. Yes. She's a fun girl. It's about, dancing alone.
I love the Ashley Simpson version. Dancing Alone. Do you remember that song?
Yes. Yes, I do. Oh my gosh.
That was my first Twitter handle, was a lyric from that song.
Oh, right.
That's probably embarrassing to admit here on this podcast.
I knew that.
There's some people who know, and they never let me live it down.
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah. When I was anonymous.
Well, not so anonymous anymore.
No.
Too famous for Ashley Simpson screen names. Was that Dreaming Solo?
God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dancing Alone, Dreaming Solo. That was the... Still am.
Still
Not
that
much
girl.
has changed.
Yeah,
I even bought the domain. Anyway, next.
Well, we'll forward it along to Ashley's people. Well, we do have more coming, but we have
a lot more to discuss.
We just have to head on over to the Interior Illusions Lounge.
Yeah.
For the after show.
Thank you all for listening here. And if you haven't gotten enough and you would like more, we do an after show every week after the main show. And coming up when we will be traveling, on the weeks that we will be off here, you will be given an episode on our Patreon. So there'll be no skips for the Patreon subscribers.
No
You can
skips.
join. You can be a legend or an icon. And that can be found at Patreon. That's spelled Patr.
I was waiting for you to spell it.
I'm learning a new language, okay? Patreon.
B-I-H.
Patreon. Oh, that's probably how they say it in France.
Definitely.
Patreon.com.
Mhm.
Anyway, patreon.com/legends only. You can find the after show there, as well as dozens and dozens and dozens of bonus content. So you can listen to us for more and more hours if you haven't gotten sick of us yet. We will be discussing the Taylor of it all, the Celine of it all, and we have a couple other
Loose ends.
surprise drops from James Charles.
And you did it at my birthday
No, we want them to
dinner.
listen.
Okay, anyway, thank you all for joining us here for another week.
Thank you. And until next time,
We will
see you
soon.
s'il vous plaît.
Merci.